We've heard your song, Hustlin'. It came out 13 years ago, and it put you on the map. You were working to make things happen for 10 years before it happened. What did it feel like when you first heard it play on the radio for the first time? I always wonder that.
It really felt unbelievable. You know, it was just one of those things you never, imagine that day really coming, just writing behind the scene for over a decade, maybe close to more like 15 years.
Wow.
And watching other people be successful with some work that you actually put in, you just sometimes begin to really doubt yourself on a major level. So when I actually heard my solo record, my single, it blew my mind.
Well, that work paid off. We were going nuts in that hair and makeup room this morning, Money in the Grave. I should not be dancing to any of your songs, but unfortunately I did. I was put to shame by some of the hair and makeup people. But yesterday we talked about Jay-Z. I know, my dancing's pretty dreadful. We'll show you one of these days. My daughter, who's very white, she starts dancing, and I'm like, please, just stop. Just stop now.
Cool, that's
bad.
That's cool, too.
We talked about Jay-Z yesterday, partnering with the NFL. Pretty divisive, it seems, to people. Talked about the time for kneeling is over, is past. What are your thoughts on that? Better to be inside the arena to make change, or did he make the move too quickly?
I think first and foremost, you got to have money if you want to go to war. That's rule number one. Rule number two, which should always be the focus, is keeping the people first. Long as the people put first, it's always good to do business. Me being a businessman, that's like putting it on the table, the opportunity for Rick Ross to have part ownership of an NFL team. It's something I've been a part of my entire life. Of course, I would take advantage of that, but we always keep the people first. And me being a partner of Jay-Z and having a close relationship with him for a long time, I've always been extremely successful sitting at the table with the brother. So I'm most definitely interested to see how it unfolds.
He's a good guy.
Do you think the time for kneeling is over? No.
I feel like if you out on the field, you can always take use of the platform. But the time for change will never be over.
Never.
Never.
All right. So, as Sonny pointed out, you just wrote a book about your life called Hurricanes.
I did.
And you talk about selling drugs and your own experiences hustling in the streets. But it's interesting, I was reading a lot about it, and that's not how you were raised. You were raised by two college graduates.
Two beautiful parents.
Your father was a professor, your mother was a nurse. What happened?
Correct. I think me just growing up where I grew up at, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 houses down. I used to get dropped off to school in it. I love my dad Buick. It was a nice Buick to me, But we used to ride to school with the windows down, and I had neighbors that rode in Mercedes-Benz with the windows up. Can only imagine what that AC was feeling like. And so, as a youngster, that was something that I felt we deserved. I felt my mom deserved that. My dad deserved that. I deserved that. And so it was just something that was always in my mindset.
So it's sort of a form of keeping up with the Joneses in a sort of a strange way.
I think, if that's your opinion and the way it feels, that's fine too. Yeah. But watching my mom have 2 jobs every day, 5 days a week, and 3 on Wednesday, and after my father left, I felt I was the man of the house, and it was time for me to decide, was my mom working too hard? Nobody else does this. When my buddies come down to my house, they bring the Nintendo down to my house and plug it up to the back of the TV. I want my own Nintendo.
So she had to work hard even though she had a college degree and she was a nurse.
She has several college degrees, but that doesn't make everything easy.
No.
But it still wasn't easy.
Oh, she's a beautiful woman.
It's never
very strong, very beautiful, and was always there for me. Even when I made mistakes, she always would support me and let me know it's just time to get everything together. And that's why I think I walked a fine line when all my other friends went to prison or even passed away. I walked a fine line and really just stayed focused on my dreams.
True that.